What happens when an Australian post-punk musician living in Cold War Berlin becomes completely obsessed with the American South, Gothic Southern literature, murder ballads, evangelical religion, and violence?
Ooh.
You get And the Ass Saw the Angel.
Yeah.
Yes. You get a Nick Cave song. I'm Samantha.
I'm Jeffy.
And this is the Spooky Girl Podcast.
She forgot where she was.
Where am I?
Yeah.
It's been that kind of a week. We had a very busy weekend.
Oh yeah. And as you can tell, Sam's a little bit hoarse right now.
Oh yeah, I got a little
from
bit
the
of
yelling.
Yeah, because no one can hear me in public, and I just have one of those voices that like disappears when there's background noise. So I
did buy that phone for you.
That's hysterical.
So we have a microphone that is actually like an old telephone.
Like a public telephone for those of you who know what public telephones were.
Yeah.
I
All
thought
five
that
of
was,
us.
Right.
That are still alive to tell the tale.
Because we're ancient and decaying.
That's right.
No, I did not get to use said microphone.
Yeah, I know. I set it up and I was like, you can use this anytime. And you're like, ah! And I'm like, yeah, okay.
I was busy.
Sam gets busy during these.
Yeah,
there's a lot to coordinate.
Yeah, and I guess I didn't really realize that most of these shows, like the person organizing it isn't just like walking around getting people waters and like watching their booths so they can go to the bathroom, but like I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
To me, that's my job. Like I'm here to make you comfortable so you can make money.
Right.
And like show off all your cool stuff.
And meet the people.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to connect with your community, and this is a great opportunity for them to do that.
Yeah.
You know, shake hands.
Kiss babies.
The
other way around, even.
That's right.
Don't do that.
You know, I got a lot of time to get FaceTime with people. You know, meet a lot of new people.
Yeah.
People were asking about what we're doing at the Blood Rave, and what we're doing at the boats, and what time the boats launch, and where we're going to be, and all of the stuff.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to be able to like put a name to the face, because oftentimes when people come to these events,
oh yeah, you're not seeing them. You're at the DJ booth, and even if you do see them, you can't hear them.
Right.
Because
maybe they'll be able to eke out a request to me. And
right,
that's it.
like yelling, you know, Pink Pony Club at you or something.
Yeah, right. And I'm going, no.
I appreciate that. I like your denial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I love it.
Doesn't set the tone. Goodbye.
No.
I said good day.
Good day.
But today we are talking about a man who is near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Your Nicolas Cage.
You know what? He at some point in the Red Hand Files did say something about like, you know, are you bemused by you two getting confused for each other just with the names? And he's like, yeah, I think it's funny, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I
absolutely.
Would be into it.
Well, when I saw him in Con Air, I saw Nick Cage brooding in Con Air.
Oh my god, that would be hysterical. What if we actually replaced Nicolas Cage in every one of his movies with Nick Cave?
But like a brooding.
Just put his head on it.
Yeah.
Put his head on it. Or that,
super brooding.
I have that one photo of him where he's just got that cigarette too. It could just be like that in but just that head on Nicolas Cage's body for the entire film.
And they're such polar opposites. Like one is complete, but they're both unhinged.
They're both right. I was just gonna say my favorite Nicolas Cage story is somebody caught this on their telephone where he was I think he was in New Orleans actually, where he was at a hotel that was not his, and he had leopard print pants on and slides, like slide sandals, and he's like laying very drunk on this couch, like using his toe to try and like get his sandal back on because he's so plastered that he can't move. And the hotel is like, sir, you need to like leave with your shoe. He's just like annihilated.
Oh, very on brand.
I know. It's like completely unhinged, and I love it. But Nick Cave is unhinged in a completely different manner too. And what I like about this book isn't just that it's Nick Cave, because let's be real, that's why I picked it. And it's one of my most prized possessions too.
That's right. We're going to have to retell the story that we tell on a consistent basis.
We do. We're going to...
It's one of our friendship lore stories.
It is. So
it's one of our core friendship. And it's only happened very recently, which is strange. Yeah, there it is. The signature. Yeah, we attacked him in an alleyway after one of his events.
We did.
We followed him in a
wasn't an
car.
alley. So we were in the alley blocking the alley after the show.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And by recent, you mean 2023.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
And we got asked to move because they were going to bring him out and all that stuff. And we're like, we're going to go. We were in the front row center. We didn't need to like try and watch him come out of the building or anything weird like that. You know.
Yeah, but we were
foreshadowing.
In the parking structure that we parked in.
We got lost because they closed half of it.
They closed half of it because it was under construction. Because they were rebuilding that whatever
and
that
we were
mall
like,
was.
how do we get...
So it took us forever to get out of there.
Yeah.
But by the time we did, we saw the white Bronco that he was
Utah
driving.
plates,
with the Utah plates.
He was not
drive
driving.
by.
He was being driven by somebody. He doesn't drive himself.
Sure.
But yeah, we were right behind it.
So he was going through town, and we were like, do we follow? Or you said, do you follow him?
Well, no, I think you said it. I think you were like, well, what am I supposed to do? Follow him? And I'm like, yes.
So then here we are.
Right.
You know.
And I think the cops were kind of like lurking at one point.
Well, what I had found out after that,
oh no,
there was a shooting at a bar called Taylor's
downtown.
downtown.
Yep, I know exactly where that
or
is.
around Taylor's downtown.
Yeah, okay.
And that was why there were so many police active.
Okay,
so they weren't actually like looking
didn't
for
care
us, but
about
they were
what we were
driving
doing.
around, and like that's why they were flashing their lights and like putting spotlights around it. And I'm like, Jesus,
because we were
what's
getting
going
like
on?
nervous. We were
Yeah.
like, and we actually, you said like, this is the last turn I'm gonna make. Otherwise, this is like we're gonna get in trouble.
We're done.
Yeah. And we'd make that turn, and they park.
Yeah. I was like, yes.
My favorite part though is you popping out of the car with your cowboy hat on, yelling, "Hey Nick!"
Like I know him.
Right, like you know.
Like just, hey, old friends.
Yeah, and he very graciously came over, shook your hand, and like, you know, I got my book out, and of course I didn't have a pen on me because I'm like,
yeah, you don't have a pen, and my phone. I leave my phone in the car.
Right, so there's no pictures.
And I'm
of
no
this.
pictures, no evidence other than a signature.
Well, the signature, yes. Yeah. So that was great. I'm sure that I said words to him, and I'm sure he said words to me.
I've told this story to other people, and they consistently go, and give me this like vibe of like, I do not believe
Which
that
is
this
weird.
is a
I
true
never
thing.
considered that somebody just wouldn't believe that.
Yeah. Well,
and I got closer to him though.
It feels strange. You know what I mean? It is one of those odd stories. I did make a lot of bold statements to you that I was going to that we were going to meet him.
You did. You did. You tried so hard.
I did. So I have celebrity status in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Like D level.
A-list for goth, but like D-list for like kind of overall.
Well, yeah. I mean, the goths kind of know me, but like, how many goths are there? You know, and it's Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Right.
So like, you know, like that there's a lot of qualifiers to how many people are aware of me, right? And in the shit that we're doing. But like, I tried to cash in on all of it, and all of it failed.
And then we
no. I was like, it was. You know what? It was a lovely, humbling experience because I've never tried to do something like that for me.
Yeah.
But for you, I would sell my fucking soul.
Yeah.
So like I went out there and I was like, fuck it, Sam's gonna meet fucking Nick Cave.
And I did.
Yeah. And it just took us stalking him.
Right. Yes, I'm
just
sure,
relentless stalking.
I'm just happy that when I saw him this past year, he did not recognize me because I was holding him up by his knees. And
well, you didn't have a giant 300-pound, 6'1" cowboy.
This is true.
Attacking
you know what?
him.
You probably to him looked like what America is in people's dreams and nightmares.
Yes, like, I am the nightmare American.
Only thing, you didn't have an eagle on your shoulder and a machine gun. Like that's the only difference there.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Shotgun over the shoulder.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
American flag, like.
Yeah.
Just kind
fucking A! Should be like, somebody should be yelling that.
Right.
Should eat in a hot dog.
Yeah.
You know, actually, this sounds pretty great.
I know. It doesn't sound good.
I
you just want a hot dog, which I always do like a hot dog.
Yeah, who doesn't like a hot dog?
Who doesn't like a hot dog? I don't think Nick Cave likes hot dogs.
That's fair.
I don't think he does. What is he doing?
I'm making faces. So we have this little monitor that I've now installed down here.
It's distracting to me.
I know, it gets distracting to me, and every once in a while you'll catch me going, ooh,
right, and I'm just like,
and I like to make a weird face.
Yeah.
I have a mirror in the shower. Yeah, I have a mirror in the shower, and I shave with it.
Oh, okay. I was like, why would you have a mirror in the shower?
Every once in a while, I'll catch myself just making goofy faces in there.
Like, Like an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, just,
You're just
dumb faces
dumb
in the mirror.
faces.
Yeah, you're showering, you got foam all over, you look stupid.
I don't do that.
No, well,
I don't do that in the shower.
That's fuck you.
Yeah.
How's that? How about that? Is that fair?
Yeah, it is actually. It's very fair. With our button that doesn't show
I need to
air.
record this, and then
we
anytime we curse.
You know you're not going to want to add that in.
Oh,
You're not
no,
going to want to do all that editing.
Maybe.
Which we desperately need editing, but like,
Yes.
we're not going to do it. Because why bother?
Yeah, you get us raw.
We're
raw dogging your
Yeah.
ear canals with our pods.
We are.
I like how you look almost like, ooh. The whole time I was explaining that, just like, ooh. Regrettable.
No, it's just like
regrettable
I'm so
choices
used
of
to
words.
saying things like this that I'm just like, it doesn't even register anymore. So I can just disassociate and think of something else during those moments. So I basically
Hello,
just like,
darkness, my old friend.
yeah, I'm like frolicking in a field somewhere in my brain and just letting you do
just
this, like
slide in your ear, pussy. Just weird
What's funny
things.
is that language like that is almost in this book because it's written in
Yeah.
like this very it's somebody's interpretation of the American deep poor South, swampland people, like very, no technology at all kind of thing, but who's never been there.
Sure.
So it's written in this weird style where it's written so that you get the sense of like accents and stuff.
I got Gumbo vibes. So I read a few pages of this just because I
get you. Oh, Jeff, you read
dabble.
something. Jeff, you read something.
I dabble.
Holy shit.
With the Nick Cave, right?
Yeah.
Like I like Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Right.
Like it's good. It's good music to me.
Yeah,
you love them.
Yeah, I've been
But I read a little bit of it, and I got Gumbo the film vibes from this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was kind of like
Gummo?
Gummo, yeah,
Okay,
sorry, Gummo.
Like, I was thinking you
the
were
movie
mixing
Gummo.
Dumbo and Gummo.
Well, no, actually, I'm mixing Gummo and Charles Bukowski.
Oh,
and
okay.
if you like put those together in a blender, this is very close to where you are.
Yeah, that style is definitely where that is.
Yeah.
And
because Nick Cave can't fucking help himself.
No. So overly loquacious. And especially here, like, you can tell this is his first book because it needed an editor.
Sure.
And instead, it was him literally in Cold War Berlin in this apartment with a bunch of like ex-girlfriends' locks of hair behind him, writing this book for years.
Sure.
And while, coming off the breakup of the birthday party and doing tons of heroin. So.
Yeah.
And he was dating Anita Lane at the time, too. So it was just like a wild time, not only for him, but in history, too. Like, This is before the wall came down. And those of us that are, our age or older actually remember when the Berlin Wall fell, when there was a distinct, a separation between East Germany and West Germany. And like East Germany was filled with all these underground clubs. That's really where like industrial really got its start with like Einsters and Neubauten. And then that's where Blixa came from. And that's where they fell in love. Mm-hmm. So it was a really, really unique time in history. Everyone was trying to escape into something different and try and just wash off all of the, World War II energy and get rid of that. So, and it got out a lot of aggressions too, a lot of like anger and feelings towards that. But I just thought it was really cool that like this sort of takes you out of that time period and puts you in a completely different place. And it's all told through the eyes of the main character, but the main character is a mute. So you're just hearing this internal monologue of not only like his every thought, but like hallucinations, drinking, just bizarre thought processes. Like it's a really unique way of telling it. And, I'll say it can get a little bit tedious at times.
Sure.
But I still love it. So, but I should tell you what it's actually about. So in case people care. So basically we have our main character which is Eucrid. And Eucrid is a mute outcast that's like living in this very isolated town, and it's called Euclor. It's a really, really deeply like religious town. I mean, like fanatically religious. And they are just consumed by this cycle of like shame and violence and that fanaticism. Eucrid was born while his mother was actively drinking, like during the birth process. She's like chugging down a bottle. And so that goes very well, as I'm sure you can tell. And it's just this horribly, disgustingly broken, messed up family that he's born into. His twin dies almost immediately, and his father is like this disgusting trapper.
Sure.
Of all sorts of things. So I'll do a does the dog die right away? Yes. Many things die. It is a violent book. But in a very different way than you would think. Like the way that it's gruesome.
Yeah, you're rattling around on the head of a junkie.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, that's basically what's happening here.
Right. And I mean, you're coming off the birthday party days, and they were known as like just being incredibly violent on stage and like causing all sorts of problems, which was kind of hot. But so, you know, we get this whole structure that definitely is influenced by that time and what he was doing. So Eucrid, our character, gets just increasingly fixated on Cozy Mo, who's a young girl in town that then the whole town is like basically decided that she's got some kind of religious significance to her. So they start to kind of isolate her away from the rest of like the kids her age. And as she grows up, this idolatry of her grows more and more within the town, and then more with Eucrid as well. And he and the town just kind of spiral into like prophecy and paranoia and hysteria. And you add into that Eucrid's own completely damaged perception of the world, you know, and you get absolute chaos.
I've been sitting over here. I'm sorry.
I'm used to you.
I'm trying to type in.
To
there was a Metallica song.
What? You were bringing up Metallica in this?
I am. That very much reminds me, and boy, am I having a real hard time. I don't think it's Fade to Black. I don't think that's the track, but there's a track where they did a song about a soldier that loses all his senses.
Yeah. Unforgiven?
Unforgiven, there it is. Fuck. And I'm like searching every Metallica song I know, which is not many.
Yeah.
Not many.
When we were teenagers, I was into Metallica for a hot minute.
Oh yeah, everybody was.
Right.
When Fuel came out.
Oh, did I ever tell you the story about this? So I went to get a library card a few years ago.
I dare not speak his name, but I was thinking.
And I had had a name change in between this time and the last time I had a library card.
What was the name that you just said?
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
And then because of this name change, my name was back to, you know, my regular name again, and it was then attached to my first library card that I ever had, and that library. And they're like, "Oh, you've got some fines." And I'm like, "What? I haven't like used your services in quite some time, and I've never been to this one." And they're like, "Yeah, it's from a while ago." And I'm like, "Well, wait, what is it?" It was a copy of Fuel.
Sure.
And I had to pay like $18
for Fuel.
Right.
Metallica.
I know. I'm like, this is just the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened.
You know what I'm going to say
me.
though? I don't think that was it.
Really? It wasn't Unforgiven?
No, because that was just about a narrator unable to express his true feelings.
Right? Oh, okay.
There was another track, and boy, I am going to kick myself because I'm going to be watching TV later, and I'm going to be thinking to myself, that's what
is it the one where he's like missing his arms, missing his legs?
Yeah, deaf, blind.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically tapping on the pole to tell people that they can actually hear it.
Metallica, Losing My Legs, something in horror. I can hear the song in my head too, but now
losing my sight, absolute
losing
horror.
My legs. Yes, yeah, that's exactly what's in my head right now, and we're just gonna. This is the Google show. This is the Google hour.
Yeah, welcome to the Google hour.
Like, this is just what we do now. While you do that, I can do some talk about shelf neighbors. And the reason I'm going a little bit quicker today is because I want to show off a bunch of books from the book fair.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, shout out some people as well. But I'll do shelf neighbors while Jeffy Googles.
There it is.
What is it?
It was one.
Oh, a one. Duh. Okay. Now we're both stupid today.
Because I typed in one a couple of times.
Oh, you did?
Like, that can't be it. That was it.
It was, okay. Well, I'm glad that we failed at knowing Metallica songs.
We don't know shit.
We don't know shit. But I do know what you should read if you like this book. So if you like horror that feels like very literary, but grotesque and very emotionally suffocating versus slasher kind of vibes where you've got, this is not a high action book at all. This is, you're slow rolling it through somebody's descent into more madness, and the start was already madness. So it just keeps going. But there's some books that I think if you like those books or if you like this, you will have a good time. The one that I first thought of was Lapvana by Otessa Mogshev. That one is another like kind of feudalism type geared where there's extreme poverty and kind of what happens during that, and there's some gruesome elements, but it's the similar style of writing in that it's very literary. You know, it thinks a lot of itself. You know, another one. I
can hear your voice, you poor thing.
It doesn't hurt or anything. If you like Cormac McCarthy, you would then like this. So if you like things like The Road, which I adore, I was like, oh, I want to watch that. And the boyfriend was like, you don't want to watch that. You'll want to like jump out a window or something. It's depressing.
Sure.
So I read the book instead, and I'm like, I actually think the ending was positive. It was positive, in my opinion. Like, the whole thing is sad and depressing, but what happens at the end is fine.
Sure.
So I was like, but I like that sort of thing. I like depression.
Right. You like the deep and dark. Right. Do you think this ever goes too far?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely could have used an editor. You know, we do get some themes that I think are there for shock value, but again, that is Nick Cave in the 80s in Berlin. Like, a lot is for shock value. It's not as, I guess, learned or mature as his next book, The Death of Bunny Monroe. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I do. It could have done with like a really good editor.
I got that series for you. I still need to check that out.
Oh, yeah, I watched it. I actually thought Matt Smith did a really good job. I mean, they toned down the main character, Bunny, quite a bit, which you have to, because that story is, So, but you can tell it's a tighter style.
Did this get you on the road to where you are today in terms of books? Like, did your love of the music find you to this book, or was it vice versa?
That's a good question. I mean, I definitely read the book because I like Nick Cave, and I have.
And was that before you really started to get charged into horror?
Yeah, and I think the first time that the first time I really started getting into weird stuff was probably the X-Files.
Sure.
And that is the first time I actually heard...
David Duchovny.
We're going to do this again. No, that was the first time I heard Red Right Hand. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I heard Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Now, I did find out that they were
featured on X-Files?
Yeah, and so I got the soundtrack.
The music was actually pretty good.
Right, I got the soundtrack Songs in the Key of X, and I would play that nonstop, and I loved Red Right Hand. And I didn't know that.
Who's this guy?
Right, I'm like, who's this? This is really weird. I like it. It makes me feel weird things. But I actually found out the first time I heard Nick Cave's voice was from a movie that I used to watch all the time with my mom when I was little. It's called The Freshman.
Okay.
And it's got Matthew Broderick in it. And in the background, in one scene, the birthday party is playing. And I'm like, I watched it not that long ago, just as a rewatch. And I'm like, holy shit, that's the birthday party playing in the background. And I was very excited. It was from Junkyard, I think, too. So
I have never seen this.
It's so cute.
Marlon Brando.
I know. Yeah, it's sort of like a play on The Godfather, but in a comedy form. And you know me, I don't like comedies, but this was actually really good.
Well, that's adorable, and I might be watching that tonight.
It's wholesome-ish.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's
wholesome-ish.
I mean, it was like, you know.
Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 94.
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. But yeah, that's, you know, I started just to kind of go darker and darker with it. And then when I was in high school band, we went to Toronto, and there was a street vendor selling CDs, just as you would. And they had murder ballads. And I grabbed 2 copies because the conversion rate on American to Canadian dollars was like really good. So I could almost get 2 for 1. And I don't know why I just needed 2 copies, but it was like, now we are off and running and I am obsessed.
You still have those?
I don't. I don't know what I did with those. I think those were like...
Does anyone know what happened to their CD collection? Does anybody?
I have my first copy of Ava Adore.
Oh, sure.
I do. I have that.
It's actually a solid record.
I know. I liked that one.
I like watching. I like listening to that one while I'm under the stars.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super chill.
I think they're touring again.
Yeah, I saw some of that.
I feel about that.
It sounds awful.
Oh.
Yeah, like if you listen to their ads.
Oh, I haven't listened to the ads.
Yeah.
No. A lot
It's
of
not
times
great.
when I'm scrolling,
Melancholy Infinite Sadness.
Yeah.
They're redoing that tour. And that's one of my favorites.
Right.
The Airplane Flies High is probably one of my favorite box sets.
I remember when you got that. I was so jealous.
And they actually did a re-release on vinyl just recently.
Oh,
that
yeah,
has
I think I
some
saw that.
extra pieces and some anyway. I mean, I'm gonna wax.
Oh yeah,
poetic
I'm right there with you too. I mean, that is one of my albums that I can play start to finish.
Yep.
It's that one, The Fragile. That's another one.
Yep.
Where it's like it's the perfect album.
And you know why that is?
Why?
It's our high school records. Those are the ones.
I suppose.
Those are the ones that we latched onto
when
we were most malleable.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that stuck in our craw. Because I'll tell you, I love The Fragile from Nine Inch Nails. It is a flawed album. I know, but hear me out. I separate.
You can be wrong. It's okay.
Hold on. I can separate that the pacing in that record and
I think the pacing is the best part, with the exception of Starfuckers. That just didn't need to be there. The rest of it, how it flows.
If you want to have a podcast, you need to stop talking to me about this because we'll talk for an hour. We'll just start
arguing. Yeah.
I'll pick it apart because I don't.
And I'll put it back together.
I'll tell you. The pieces don't fit. All right? You've got two different puzzles. And that's totally fine.
It's interesting, though, because the other album that I can play from start to finish is also one that it's Mechanical Animals. Like, that was on...
that was literally the same year.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I totally get what you're saying, where, like, it's just...
That's when you're the most malleable.
It, like, seared itself into our brains, and it's just going to live
That's
there.
also not his best album. It's not even close to his second best album.
I like it the best, though.
I get it, because
you can like something and know that it's not the best.
Yes. And that's what I feel about
Mechanical Animals.
We're saying the exact same thing.
But I don't think that about The Fragile. I can feel whatever way I want about that.
You can. But
we're still going to sing it together in the car.
Absolutely we are.
And that's how it's going to
And I love that record. And it steals nothing from my personal experience of it, right? But I will say that it is not as well put together. It is not as well choreographed.
I think you're more, since you're into since you're a DJ, into
audiophile,
those interests, right? Yeah, where I look at it from a more like traditional musician standpoint.
Okay.
Because that's what my background was.
I just feel like Further Down the Spiral is probably his best work.
It's good. It is very good.
And I'll say The Downward Spiral is probably his second best work.
That one is very good.
Yep. And we could do this all day.
I know, yeah.
Let's stop.
But I love Nine Inch Nails because of that stuff too. I had I was going to summer school because I failed math again, and had my Discman and had to walk very carefully in those days because there wasn't anti-skip yet. Yeah. So.
I was walking to Taekwondo in my gi, listening to my frickin' Walkman, and for sure, that's exactly what I was listening to.
I have a Pretty Hate Machine on cassette.
Yeah, I was listening to a tape at that time.
Yeah.
We didn't,
what's sad?
We were poor.
Right. I got that cassette at an antique store.
Yeah.
And then it made me hurt.
Yeah.
But I also grabbed it because...
I hurt myself today.
To see if I could still feel.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Honestly, there is a lot of crossover between a Nine Inch Nails type of feeling and a Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds type of feeling.
I bet he would hate that.
Oh, I bet he would. No, I actually think he wouldn't. I don't think he would hate that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
You don't think that he... I feel like they treated Trent kind of like a... Ugh.
I think they did at the time because of what Trent was at the time. I think Trent now, I think they would get along.
Sure.
I think they would have
love what Trent's doing now.
I know, yeah. It's just amazing.
The Boys Noise?
Yeah. And just the way he completely subverted Coachella and was guess what? Industrial electronic music is back.
Oh, yeah.
And you are going to eat it, and you are going to love it.
Well, it's just
It made me so happy.
When Boys Noise came out, his first album, Oi Oi Oi, would just hit me like a lightning strike. It was so
you were really excited that
good.
This was happening.
And then he came out with some... He got popular, and he's just like, I guess I do popular music now. And it was just... just the most boring clubhouse bullshit.
He's clearly grown as a musician, though.
Well, I think he was there, and then he was like, oh my God, people... Like, you shine a light on some folks, and they'll, like, shrivel up.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's what happened there. Where, like, you shine... Anyway, you gotta stop.
No, this is actually good because half the time, like when I come over, you're like falling asleep and like...
Well, we're talking about music.
Right, so now we get jazzed.
Yeah, and also you came over early.
I did.
This was an early start to the pod, so I'm not going to be falling asleep on you.
Not quite
Although I got 4 hours of sleep last night, and I didn't eat basically all day until the minute before we started this podcast. It's been brutal.
Well, now you're in the buzz and you're going to get the crash.
Yeah.
Right after this.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So I'm trying to squeeze this in right there, but I keep getting derailed because we keep talking about music.
No, I think that's fine.
I mean, this is the book to talk about music.
It is, right. Like,
we should probably be talking about Nick Cave music.
The whole point is to get, get all those connections, make all those connections.
But dear God, we should get to your books.
Yeah, we should also, quick trigger warnings. Does the dog die? Yes. You've got religious fanaticism, child abuse, alcoholism, animal cruelty, psychological deterioration, mob violence, grotesque imagery, and themes of incest, shame, and inherited trauma, which is like all of it.
Yeah.
So there is normalized cruelty.
Sure.
In this book, but it's not like promoting it. It's just like, it's shining a light on like, look how disgusting people can be if they are fanaticized, which is not a word. So I got things to show you though.
Show me.
So I have a physical copy of the sequel to Bookmail, and this literally just came out. Okay. So literally just came out.
Warm, hot off the presses.
I think the launch date actually might not even have technically been until today.
Okay.
But so I've got the sequel to Bookmail, which is really, really cool. It's called The Creator of Nightmares, and it is a different main character than we had in the first book. I will be narrating this as well. So I'm finishing up the book now, and then I'll start recording in my coat closet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to take my microphone back. But I'm very excited about that. The first part takes place at my book fair, and I get gender swapped.
We're going to try and get you one of these.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. But yeah, I'm gender swapped in the book, and I was like, this is so cool.
Oh, nice.
I know. Like, it's funny because the way I'm represented, it reminds me of you.
Ah!
So, I thought that was great. This one I think you'll be interested in. So this is by Michael Stale, Twist of Cain. Really cool cover.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, that's fantastic.
Isn't it great? So the better part is that it takes place in the 80s in Milwaukee.
Oh.
And wait, I got a better one for you. It comes with a playlist. QR code playlist. Which is just, I am so excited about this. I have no idea when I'm going to actually have time to read it. But I am very excited about it. I know one person I talked to that picked this up as well there did scan the QR code for the Spotify playlist and was like, it's bangers. So I'm like, this is cool. But there's like very identifiable spots in Milwaukee where different events take place in this story. So I'm very excited to read that.
Wow. I randomly flipped to a page and it says, despite the weather being complete crap in Milwaukee, half the year, cops had no inside seating. Take your shit and eat it somewhere else was the message.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I've never felt more at home.
Right. Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love this.
Yeah, I might actually have to grab or borrow this copy.
Yeah, of course.
Buy one myself.
Yeah, you should buy books from these authors.
Yes.
I got the most adorable little baby book by Arthur Avalos. He is going to be turning this into something bigger later on, but The House Behind the Creek.
Yeah, that's great.
Little short story. And I love that, like, these are becoming popular, these little short story books where it's just like this little guy. Mm-hmm. Instead of putting a short story in an anthology, like, let's get it out this way and in a very easily digestible format. So I am really excited about this one from Tier Nickel. This is an anthology of The Damned, which is really, really cool. there are several books in this series, but they're all short stories, so you don't need to like read any of them in any kind of order. You don't need to even read all of them. I just really loved the cover art.
Gorgeous.
And
put a bird on it.
Right. And when she was telling me about this, it's got like Lovecraft and, you know, all that. So very, very excited about that. I finally got to grab, it's my final one, Real Television by Matt Salinas. So we talked about his first novel way back when we first started this whole venture in one of the first episodes. So this is a bit bigger of a novella, and I'm excited to get into it. And then I have 2 more things to show. First of all, David Gritzmacher, I'm sorry I didn't wear it yet. I haven't had a chance to wash it, but he's got really cool t-shirts, and he gave me one.
Oh, very nice.
Look at that mouth.
Look at that. That's fantastic.
Isn't that great?
Yep.
That is horrifying. So,
is the tongue upside down?
No, it gets pointy. It's forked.
Oh, the nose is up here.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the face was upside down.
No, it's because it's wrinkled right now because
I
I didn't have a chance to wash it yet.
Got it.
But the scariest things lie within.
Sure.
So I'm going to be working with him on a project late summer, early fall.
Very nice.
And then this is from Zeroin, who does like some really, really cool art, and it's Milwaukee based.
Love that.
And yeah, really, really cool. I thought this was just an amazing.
Is she the one that is currently at Love 2?
No, you're thinking Anna. You're thinking Hot Pop. Yeah, you're thinking Hot Pop Plasma, and
yep.
she brought some cool stuff too.
Yeah, she has some great stuff. I almost picked up a couple of those. I was just running around so much. I didn't get a chance to stop and shop.
I know. This is all I picked up because I literally had no time. Except I did get some bakery from Hex and Honey. Yeah. I mean, it goes quick. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours.
5 hours?
But it goes so quick.
It felt like...
I know. I had 10,000 steps in by 11 a.m.
Sure.
Well, you saw me hustling.
Yeah.
And I was in heels getting blisters the whole time.
Yeah.
So, but I got the best bakery from Hex and Honey, and I don't even like sweets. I got my dad, who was in town the next day, a raspberry cheesecake blondie. And then I got for myself, because once in a while I like just like a piece of
rice. Was that booth that was right next to me?
Yeah, the one I put right by you. They had the lavender cookies.
Yeah.
They were lovely, lovely ladies. And I got a Rice Krispie treat, which is one of the very few sweets things that like once in a while I'll kind of be like, that's kind of nice after a meal. I love
Rice Krispie. I think Steph got a couple of those.
Yeah, they're really good. They, were the sweetest people. I also bought a lip gloss from them too because they make body products.
This event was the one where Steph stepped away from the booth the most.
Really?
Yeah, I mean she had a lot of people visiting her and she really wanted to spend a lot of time with it.
Yeah, I'm happier with this collection of authors and vendors than almost ever before. Not that there was anything wrong with it before, but since I had more applicants, I was able to curate this a little bit better and, try and pick where hopefully everyone's sales would be maximized because of where they were or, how the differences between them. Like,
proximity and flow.
Right. We have everything from like a, tabletop game type author to, somebody who's doing children's horror with My Guardian Ninja. And everything in between too. Extreme horror. We've got, we have what Freak does, which is fantastic.
Freak had a great booth.
Oh, what's funny?
There's, you know what?
He's hysterical.
Next year, I think I'm going to do some booth awards.
Oh my gosh, we should.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's going to win.
Like big booth awards.
He will win.
If you bring a big bad booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call it that. Big bad booth.
The big
awards.
bad booth.
Yeah. I like
the big
this.
bad booth.
We're both thinking it.
And we'll put a little wolf on there.
So he and so I always have Rex from Intelligent Elephant. He is my used book vendor that I have every single time there, as much as possible, at least when our schedules mesh. But Rex curates like somehow the most insane collection of vintage paperbacks, and people are attracted to this thing like bees to a flower. It is just like zoom. And Freak really likes vintage paperbacks, like vintage horror paperbacks, and he was over there like digging through boxes. Like he's been posting all over social media of all the cool stuff that he got.
Yeah.
He got an old Jack Ketchum, which is really cool, and that's where I got your Squirm.
Yeah. I
Rex.
have it upstairs.
Yeah, we don't have it now, but we can show it next time.
We have a book version of the
Squirm.
movie Squirm.
Yes, Rex brought that just for us.
That's super cool.
And I thought that was really, really sweet. So
a couple of people stopped by and said, hey, we love the pod. And that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of our tens of listeners.
Yes. Maybe we'll get 3 more.
Hey! I was giving away some frogs.
Yes.
I haven't looked at the subscriber or whatever.
No, you know what? I never do.
You know,
because
this is just me and you talking in here.
Right. We're shouting into the void.
If you're listening to us, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us.
Will you please shout into the void with us?
Yeah, otherwise, If we were doing this for us, this is for prosperity.
You know, yeah, this is because...
Posterity?
Posterity.
Yes. There it is.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
I don't... Our video froze for a second, and I was making
I think we just did like
face.
a...
Well, at first I was frozen in the weirdest face, and I was just like very distracted by that. It was hilarious. I think that's funny. But that's... I really enjoyed my time. The authors had a good time. They did really well. The vendors did really well. I got a really cool candle. At one point, I got a necklace. I bought a painting from Audrey from Goth and Green. You are amazing. She's the plant lady. Mm-hmm. So she not only brought 2 giant tables worth and some floor space worth of plants, but she had art, like tarot readings, and then her mom is a painter now. And she had this cool beetle painting with this elaborate frame, and it's like this big. And I was able to snag that, and then I got a table. So I finally had a chance to get a table from Spellbound Hippies. They refurbished that furniture and like make it creepy. So she basically had to rebuild and glue this together, the side table.
Sure.
And it's so pretty. It's got a Death's Head hawk moth on it and like moon phases, and it's really, really cool.
I love that.
Yeah. I didn't get to do much shopping, but I was able to get some things that I have been wanting to get for a while. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Who was the person that you kind of were most attracted to, their booth?
Oh, absolutely, Mr. Screams. Little Mr. Screams the parrot.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
I visited him like 4 or 5 times.
Okay, so we had Jane R's Aquatic Animal Rescue at here to do some education, and they brought some of their just like example frogs, not like out of the cages, but just like, hey, let's raise money to take care of these animals and, learn some proper care. And the woman representative had a 3-month-old macaw, and they are literally an infant. So she was holding it like an infant, feeding it like an infant, rocking it like an infant. And she was so sweet too, because she was right next to Witch Runes, who was doing rune readings. And lovely person. She does readings at Black Sheep pretty regularly, so go see her. And when the little bird was getting a little upsetty, she would take it and wrap it up like a baby and like walk it around the show just so it wouldn't be making noise for her readings and everything. Yeah. So very conscientious. I hope they raised a bunch of money. So very, very happy with that too.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Yeah. Just a lot of really good stuff.
I know. It's like hard to pick any one thing because there's such a good variety. I mean, we had like chainmail artist. We had there was comics, like comics about social injustice and stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Dr. Lollipop, MD. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, just a huge variety of different things. We had that photographer who does darkroom photography and all his own stuff, and he brought like so much stuff. I bought something from him too. So that was a last minute edition because somebody dropped out and I just started hitting up the waiting list. So
sure.
Very kismet that way.
Yeah.
But we got stuff going on, don't we?
Oh man, do we have stuff going on? Jesus.
Now I really don't have stuff anymore. It's just us that have. Oh, you know what? I didn't do We Survive. I'll do it really, really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I get 68% because I'm going to see this town full of fanatics and be like, I'm out. Mm-hmm. Okay. If I was stuck in there, then I would probably have a problem. And, occasionally I can't keep my mouth shut when there's some type of injustice. You do 64 because, you're not going to be caught in some curiosity trap about, trying to figure this out. But you're going to make some noise. You don't like hypocrisy. You naturally push against groupthink and all that. And you would say something and get killed. So that's it. But yeah, stuff. Now we get stuff. I just had to do that. That's my favorite part.
Yeah. We got Big Queer Boat coming up this Sunday.
I know.
It's sneaking up on us.
I hope my order comes in for my outfit. Otherwise, I'm going to be kind of not on theme.
Blood Rave. That's coming up on the 13th. So we've got a little like a month
to
go for that one.
Yeah.
That's going to be big. That's our first time at Miramar.
We're going to need our sleep for that one.
Oh, we are. Yeah, that's going to be a big. That's going to be a big one. Yeah, right now I'm seeing the shares on that are higher than prom. And prom, I mean, prom is usually like 600 people a night. We do it 2 nights here in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect for this.
I have a feeling this is going to be a big deal.
People are really gangbusters for this one. So.
Well, and I do have to say too, not that I like to bash anybody else. I don't think that that's right. But, there are a lot of kind of corporate styled, I want to say, events now that are just sort of going around
Event in a box.
Event in a box, right, where they come into town. It's, hey, they know this theme is popular, so they just drop it in there. It's really expensive.
And I'm going to drop their name right here. Okay. And I'll go on the record saying there's a lot of these that I get really upset with because they'll hire local talent but not actually put them on the posters.
Right.
They're not helping you build a night. They're not helping the scene in any way. Right. They're coming in, they're putting their hand in the till, they're pulling the money out, and they're walking out of the room.
And it does take it away from local talent.
I would say that Blade Rave is not totally that way. Because if you look at their social media, they're saying, hey, we have this DJ, this DJ, this DJ joining us for this event.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, that's my major complaint.
Yeah.
Is that you've got these like Crime Wave. You've got them coming into town. And then, I mean, you never see a DJ name on it.
Also, why is
it just says a dark wave dance party, and it's the same poster everywhere.
Right, and I don't even understand the name. I mean, I guess.
Well, if you really want to get, so we could get technical with it. So, do you know Crystal Castles?
Yes.
Do you know the fallout with Crystal Castles? No. So there were some allegations that went with Alice Glass, who's from.
Okay.
And she said, and we don't need to get into all the history, the nasty history, but there were some allegations there that were not great, and that is a song written by him. Now, the only reason we still play Crystal Castles in the first place is because we are doing it for Alice Glass.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, and they did that song with Robert Smith.
Sure, but I
like that one.
They're really.
So wait,
It's not a great situation.
But they're naming
they were
it
band
after
names?
They named it after
a band who had basically.
But the bad one or the good person? Which one?
Well, they were in the same band.
Right, but
so it's named after a song in that band.
But it wasn't was the writing credit to that person in particular, or?
I don't think so. I think it was just to the band.
All right,
you know what I mean? But I mean, my understanding was that he had wrote a lot of the music, she had wrote a lot of the lyrics, and then they had collaborated on this, and then he had taken wild advantage of her in some way.
Okay. Well, that's an unfortunate name.
Not great. No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I don't know. This is my own personal vendetta. Right. And it's just because Goth Barge Travel's true.
Right.
We make it a very strong point
to promote our local
not
talent.
Just barge in to the scene, take all the money and leave.
No, it's let's add something to the community and promote local DJs in their home cities.
And at times we're putting them in positions that they would otherwise not be able to find themselves in.
Right.
Now that's not always the case.
Right.
But there are some DJs that are like, I can't rent the whole boat.
Right,
I don't have $5,000-$6,000 to put down on a rental on a cruise and do all of this, but I'd love to do one.
Speaking
and also,
of which, if you want to invest in Goth Barge,
if you want to drop some cash over
for
here,
our boats, because
that'd be great.
Our ticket prices are so low in comparison to a lot of these more corporate events, and we want to keep it accessible as much as possible. But literally keeping us afloat, pun intended, is a very pricey venture.
Yeah, and I'd say that's another one of my complaints is when these companies come in, they're doing $24, $34 tickets, and it's because they have a corporate entity that they have to. Yeah. That there's a corporate office that they are that has never left their hometown of wherever.
Yeah, they've got an
like
HR
New York.
department instead of me being an HR
department. And you look at all these different groups that are just coming in and they just go, okay, what are the popular styles of music now?
And let's just get money this
make
way.
Some sort of brand identity poster and we'll just go with that.
Right.
And I mean, it's just so heavy-handed and lazy.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we're going to...
Support the local community,
Right.
goddammit.
We're going to run up against this a lot, so if you see these in your hometown, maybe just look at them and see what else they're doing and try and support your local events.
And you're going to come and see us come through,
Yeah.
but we are going to have local support that we are going to promote.
At the Blood Rave, what are we going to have?
Blood Rave?
Yeah.
What are we doing at the Blood Rave? What's happening?
What are we doing at the Blood Rave?
I am lost.
You're blinking at me.
Oh, that?
Yes.
I am not sure.
Okay, we're not sure.
We are not sure.
Okay.
It really depends on
Some
insurance
Okay.
adjusters.
Okay,
And
yes.
what they have to say.
If you're an underwriter, talk to
If
us.
you're an underwriter, come talk to
us.
Jeffy. Hey, over here.
Otherwise, I don't have anything except for Chicago Horror Pride Book Fest, which is in June, and that's Slay the Lake doing that again. I got a really awesome bag that I forgot to bring with me to show here. I'll bring it another day, but it's a really cute like tote bag for books and everything.
Nice.
So yeah, we got Pride stuff coming up.
And then next up on the pod, we are going to have Gothic.
Which we just did a Gothic horror, so this works.
Yep. So we're
on
doing
theme.
Gothic to Gothic.
Yeah.
I have never seen this.
Bumping Gothics?
Yeah, bumping Gothics. So I've never seen this.
I have not either.
I don't know anything about it.
You know what? I thought it said Kurt Russell, not Ken Russell, and I got really excited for a second. And now I'm not excited.
The back of this looks wild. So I'm really in. Whenever there's a little nymph boy
Oh yeah, you know,
kind of
something's
walking
getting
around, you know that it's gonna be a good time. I don't know, is it gonna
No, you're...
just gonna be blurry? Mm-hmm. Cover up
There we
Sam's
go.
face immediately, it's fine.
Then it's fine. Well, because it's trying to get
Yep.
me in there. That's fine.
There you go.
But yeah, we're overtime because we just chatterboxed away.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna cut out 90% of that Nine Inch Nails talk.
I like the Nine Inch Nails talk. We're leaving that in. You're listening to every second of that Nine Inch Nails talk.
All right.
Or I will make the angry face.
That's right. She's gonna get you.
I will.
All right. Bye.
Bye.